Okay friends, one of the first things we have to do to get started is to remove our door panel. To do that, we're going to remove our mounting bolts. You're going to find two behind the door handle right along here, and then one down in this corner right here. Remove all of them. Now we can grab onto this black unit here and we're going to carefully pull it away from the door panel. Looking at the back, you can see that it has a couple little pitons there that are supposed to clip in. Let's go ahead and remove the wiring harnesses now. There we are. Every time you remove an electrical connector, take a peek at it. If you see any funny colors, it's corrosion and it needs to be dealt with. This one looks good, so let's do the same to the rest. For this one right here, you're going to find a couple Phillips head screws. There's one located on this corner right here. And then over here, there should be one as well. Ours is missing. Once you have both of your screws out, there should be some tabs located along the sides. This one right here is a little broken, and then you should be able to draw this up and out. Now to remove this last one, I'm going to take my pocket screwdriver and I'm going to try to get underneath this lip right here. You can see that it has a couple little pitons, and those are holding it in. Gently pry that away, and then I'm going to try to pull this up and out. Okay, I got those back ones. There we go. Okay, now this thing has little clips on all four corners here, as you can tell. So getting to the back ones, it's easiest with a pick. Let's get this right out of the way. Now we can access our last mounting bolt here. Go ahead and grab onto the door panel, carefully lift it up. As we lift up, we're going to slowly pull it away. The next thing we're going to do is go ahead and remove this weather barrier here. We're going to reuse that, so we'll set it aside. Now we have clear access to the back of the mirror and, of course, the wiring. To remove this, there's a little tab right here on the bottom. I'll squeeze that, and then I'll remove this. Every time you remove an electrical connector, take a peek. If you see funny colors, it's corrosion, and it needs to be dealt with. This one looks fine, so we'll set it aside. Now we're going to remove all three of our mounting nuts. I've got the bottom two out. Now for the last one, I'm going to make sure I'm holding onto the mirror so it can't potentially break or hurt somebody. There it is, friends. Now it's going to be time to install our brand new mirror. I'm going to come around from the other side. We'll start sliding these studs right on through, and then of course we'll start all three of our nuts before we tighten them down. All right, I've got one started. I can let go of the mirror and we'll do the other two. Now when you tighten these, you want to make sure that you give them a little extra snug. The last thing you want to have is the mirror rattling while you're driving down the road. Go ahead and connect in your electrical connector. Listen for a click, give it a tug. It's going to be time to get the door panel back on. Looking at the back of it, you're going to be able to see that it has a whole bunch of little hooky-doos. You want to make sure that you have this lined up with all the spots on the door itself where they're supposed to go. So we're just going to come over, bring it nice and high up over the top. We're going to line up the lock here, get that into the hole. Once we have it lined up, let's slide it down. Now let's start screwing this in. Now we're going to get this in. You're going to find some connectors. We want to, of course, connect these right in. Listen for a click. There we are. Give it a nice little wiggle. We'll do this one now. Make sure you have it facing in the right direction. Obviously, you don't want that auto symbol facing in the wrong direction. Press it right in. Now at this point, there should be two screws right along here. Go ahead and put the pair of those in. Now we're going to take this and line it up. What I mean by that is you're going to have a couple little push clips along the top area here, and they need to go into these areas here. After that, we'll put in our two screws that mount right there. We're just going to double check along the door, make sure that it's sitting perfectly all the way around.